What's happening, guys? Welcome back to another video. It turns out I am so excited. Drift League, the competition that happens annually in the UK. I think there's about 3 or 4 of them. Anyway, long story short, they are having one of their rounds in Driftland. So don't know how in the hell I managed to miss the fact that it was in Driftland, but I am going. I think Sunday is actually the competition date and Saturday might be the practice. But Sunday comes, I'll be down the road, so good times to be alive and let the good times keep rolling. When I woke up this morning, I just felt very sore, especially with the amount of work that I was doing yesterday. Not at the garage, but definitely at work, because I was shifting a hell of a lot of timber by hand and without a forklift. Anyway, very excited. Looking forward to it. No idea who's competing, but I'm gonna learn over the next couple of days until such a time. We're gonna shift off to the garage probably just now, and we're gonna get some good hard graft in. I shall see you guys there. Hello boys and girls. So as it turns out, when I was making that video, when I said that I was sore from work, it wasn't just being sore from work. So it turns out a very bad cold was coming to me, and it was coming pretty quick. So I ended up spending the majority of yesterday sleeping until about 8 o'clock at night when I got out of my bed, and everything has just been hell ever since. I have so many aches and pains, it's ridiculous. I can't get more than an hour's sleep. Anyway, over the last day or two since I recorded that bit, I have spoken to Jim, who's the boy I'm going to be buying the gearbox from, and he has confirmed that he's going to be splitting the 3 litre from the gearbox today with a friend. So I've also had confirmation that he's going to stick the gearbox in the back of its E92. It has come to a point where the van is just, if I wasn't sick, I might have been able to finish everything. Anyway, we've kind of come to the decision that we're just gonna wing it and we're just gonna take the Corsa. I know that it'll obviously just be extra fuel. I highly doubt it's gonna break down, so it'll just be a case of getting to it and make the trip. It'll be worth it in the long run, and I know it will. Sunday, Drift League, meeting Jim down there at Driftland, and then transferring the gearbox, and then I'll head back up the road. So Jim is actually a good friend anyway. He just happened to have a 3 litre gearbox that he was needing rid of, so that's pretty much how we're looking at the moment. We'll bring this back when we are on our way down the road to Driftland. So really excited. I'll speak to you guys then. So with a lot of faffing about this morning, trying to actually get up early enough, as well as trying to source out a way of being able to take out money, because I am with Monzo and Monzo is a bastard. All these little things. Long story short, we're finally here, actually, at Driftland. It doesn't really seem like that there's really much happening at the moment. I mean, it's been on for 2 hours already, but I expected more. They might be having a break, who knows. But yeah, the one big minor to today is, and there he is, there's Jim. Yeah, Jim's just here, so I'm gonna go off and get a chat with him within 5 minutes of getting in the ground, and I've already landed my gearbox, which is a huge bonus. You saying, Josh, but not a lot, mate. So we're looking a lot more promising on that regard, thank Christ for that. So with that being done, just means that we're now going to have to save up for an adapter plate, clutch, throwout bearing, and all the other little things that go along with a gearbox. And yeah, with that being acquired, happiest man alive. All we have to do now for the rest of the day is just enjoy it. Jim has informed me that unfortunately there is only 28 drivers here today, and it's very quiet and not a lot of spectators. We're still going to go out of our way and enjoy it. It's still going to be a good time regardless. For the time being, I'm going to take a wander around and see how we go. Hey. And I've already seen the Catch My Drift boys out and about here, which is awesome. Always a good time. It's a very well-known drift car in the UK community.
definitely want to see that one more time. I think both drivers can do more.
Unfortunately, due to a lot of pissing about this morning trying to find a place that I could get money, I ended up being about an hour late for this event. Or 2, actually. I got here for around about 2 o'clock. This thing started at 12. So, with the fact that numbers are smaller and that, the event will probably get taken a wee bit shorter. So, 28 drivers, I think they said. So this is the first of the top 28 or top 16, I'm not sure. So, first couple of battles. So, make the best of it.
because I start, well, obviously, you know, I started doing bar shifts again for all the additional extras that need to bring that.
So, we're finally back after a very long amount of trekking, as well as going back with the gearbox to the garage. And yeah, safe to say it wasn't exactly what I was anticipating. It was a lot smaller than the regular competitions that I go to. It's more to do with the fact that Drift League is probably sourced more down south than anything else, and I think it's just because they've got one round up in Scotland. It's probably why not many people were here, because it's not just the drivers, it was also the spectators as well, to the point that they were saying that there was about 28 earlier on today before I got there. There was about like 40, maybe 50 at a push, but it wasn't really a great turnout. But anyway, regardless, it was still a really good time. I got to go and watch another League of Drifting, which is always good fun, and especially with the different variety of cars that were out today, it was pretty banging. Some decent looking machines out today, especially with that multicolored chaser as driven by Hayden Cruikshank, who is quite known in the drifting community. He ended up actually winning the competition overall, which is pretty banging. Jack Cockburn, he ended up coming third, I think it was, and he is one of the only Scottish people to be competing in the Drift League. So, as well as we Stu, who was out in his S15 2J, which is pretty mad, 600 horsepower, went his quick change differential and sequential gearbox, I think, as well. Which is pretty mad, but that's his BDC car, so. But yeah, with today finally come to an end, and finally managing to get the gearbox acquired, it's a big step in the right direction. So out of all the parts that we need to be getting to the Scottish Drift Championship, after having different discussions with different people and all the rest of the lists that I still have to go, I'm calling it now. It's gonna be round 3 before we're on track. So the third and fourth, the second and third, unfortunately won't be happening for me personally, which is a real shame, because I've been let down so many times that at this point it just makes no odds to me it sound. So, but third round of the Scottish Drift Championship is in October, I'm pretty sure. September maybe, I'm not too sure. But yeah, I've still got quite a few bits and bobs. For example, I've got an adapter plate to go from the gearbox to the engine itself, so I need an adapter plate to fit those two up. I need a release bearing for the gearbox that I've got, because that's seized. I need a clutch, need a flywheel, need a pressure plate. That might be everything. But the adapter plate ain't cheap. It's about the same amount as the gearbox. The clutch, another 3. We'll get there by September, I'll tell you. The only thing with all these add-ups and that in comparison to the past couple of months, like the gearbox, for example, I know that for a fact that I'm going to be getting into forklift driving and making all the monies to be able to fund what we're doing right here. So, been setting ourselves up for the best time ever. And now I'm finally at that point where I've set myself up for the best time I can financially. So long as I keep that pace going, then we're sound. That's essentially what this past year has been, pretty much since leaving catering anyway, and kind of moving on to something else and trying to make the best situation for myself in this. So, but yeah, with that being said, again, Jim, if you're watching this, God bless you, mate. I couldn't thank you enough, because having that gearbox is a reassurance that I know that I'm going in the right direction. I have all the big bits that I need. I just need the little bits in between, which is normally the more particular parts of the car. So, but I have all the right things. I have all the right information that I need to be able to make everything work. So now it's just a case of work, and bye, and yeah, off to round 3. I don't think I've missed out on a Scottish Drift Championship round since last year, maybe. Yeah, like about 4 or 5 of them are from the Scottish Drift Championship. So with the Drift League in the bag, with the gearbox in the bag, the Corsa was making some banging noises when I was on my way back up.
Ended up having to pull up a couple of times just to make sure that nothing was going to fall off, because that's what it sounded like after I went past a certain speed anyway. But as it turns out, there was just something rubbing against something and it wasn't right. Anyway, with all that being done, I'm going to leave it here. We're going to carry this off when I'm back at the garage, working on the Peugeot again, getting the gearbox all cleaned up and freshened up and everything else. And yeah, we'll kind of see how we go, I guess, and see what the next video brings for us. So until then, guys, I shall see you there. Enjoy the rest of your night. If you like the content, please, by all means, like, comment, and subscribe, because you know it does me good and it makes me happy as fuck. So yeah, but until then, guys, thank you so much, and I'll see you later. I'll see you later on.